University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, the second phase of this year's quarter-final stage begins tonight. All 8 teams have played once already, and they'll now play again. Back-to-back wins will see a team into the semis, while back-to-back losses will see a team leave the competition. Both tonight's teams won their first quarter-finals, so this is a qualification match. The winners will advance and the losers will drop back into the pool. The team from Durham University got here by beating Bristol in round 1, narrowly, and then Bangor in round 2, rather less narrowly. In their first quarter-final, they faced strong opposition from the University of Southampton, but impressive knowledge of grammatical cases, Virgil's Aeneid, and books with fruit in their titles secured them the win, with an average score so far of 200 points per game and an average age of 21. Let's meet the Durham team for the 4th time.
Hi, my name's Harry Scully. I'm from Welwyn Garden City in Hertfordshire and I study physics and chemistry.
Hi, I'm Chloe Margot. I'm from Haringey, North London, and I study sociology.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Alex Radcliffe. I'm from Edinburgh and I'm studying maths.
Hi, my name's Bea Bennett. I'm from Ickham in Gloucestershire and I'm reading English.
Now, having battled past Cranfield and St Andrews in rounds 1 and 2, the team from Royal Holloway finally hit their stride in their first quarter-final. For the first half of that match, their opponents, Robert Gordon University, could do little but watch as they breezed through sets on French prepositions, classical music in D minor, and characters in the Hunger Games books. Their average score so far is 155 points per game. Their average age is 34. Let's meet them once again.
Hi, I'm Joel Abramovich. I'm originally from Highgate, North London, and I'm doing a BSc in biology.
Hello, I'm Joanna Brown. I'm also from North London and I'm reading for a PhD in creative writing.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm George Harvey. I'm from Dunmow in Essex and I'm studying for a Masters in Physics.
Hello, I'm Mika Clayton. I'm from South Africa and I'm doing a PhD in music and neuropsychology.
OK, you all know the rules, so fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. I need the title of a play here. Quote, I believe that the reader will discover here the essential nature of one of the most strangest and most awful chapters in human history. These words appear in the author's introduction to which 1953 work? It concerns events that took place in the Massachusetts Bay Colony in the 1690s.
Durham Scully.
The Crucible?
The Crucible is correct. Right, your bonuses are on the US journalist Martha Gellhorn. In the 1930s, Gellhorn reported on the Federal Emergency Relief Administration, a financial support scheme introduced after the Great Depression as part of a large programme of economic measures known collectively by what name?
The New Deal or something? No.
New Deal was FDR,
It's FDR.
so that was maybe
I know
a
he
little bit later, but we can go for it if we haven't
The
got
New
New Deal.
Deal or the...
New Deal is a thing.
Yeah, it is
go
a thing.
for
Yeah,
it,
go for that.
The New Deal?
Correct.
Nice.
Gellhorn's autobiographical work, Travels with Myself and Another, recounts her experiences abroad with which other writer to whom she was married between 1940 and 45. Their travels included visits to Spain and China.
Any ideas?
I was going to say Ernest
Is it going to be
Hemingway,
another journalist?
But I think Lee Miller was married to Ernest Hemingway. But it could be...
Interest
it could be Ernest
Thompson was...
Hemingway.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
Do we want to go
went
Hemingway
to
or...
China,
Go
so
Hemingway,
it
go-
could be-
yeah.
Yeah, Ernest Hemingway.
Hemingway?
Ernest Hemingway is correct. Who in 1999 was the inaugural recipient of the Martha Gellhorn Prize for Journalism? As a reporter, he uncovered the News of the World phone hacking scandal, and his books include Dark Heart and Flat Earth News.
Who did the phone hacking
I've seen him in a
stuff?
documentary. I can't remember his name.
I have no idea.
John Smith.
I don't know.
Right, pass.
That was Nick Davis. 10 points for this. What specific form of a given name links all of the following? Firstly, the titular figure of a 1950s song who, quote, could play a guitar just like ringing a bell. Secondly, the stage name of the French singer Jean-Philippe Leo Smet, and the artist whose hits include Folsom Prison Blues and...
Durham Scully.
Johnny?
Johnny is correct. These bonuses are on events of the 1450s. In 1450, who led a major popular revolt in southeast England? He appears as a character in Shakespeare's King Henry VI, Part 2.
I have no idea.
Is it Sim something like?
Not John Sims? No.
No, there was Simpson or something. I can't remember.
Go for that.
Simpson?
Yeah.
Just go for that.
Simpson?
No, it's Jack Cade. By name the Good, which Burgundian ruler gave the elaborate banquet known as the Feast of the Pheasant at Lille in 1454? Its purpose was to promote a crusade, though that didn't occur. I need only the name.
There's a Philip the Good, I think.
Is there? Go for that.
Does he fit around that time, do you think?
I don't know when he was. I think I've heard Philip the Good.
I was
or
thinking Charles,
the
but
Good.
I always think Charles.
There
Go
was a
Philip.
Charles the Good, I
There
think.
was
Or
a
Charles the
Charles
Fair, I think it was.
Do you want to go Philip then?
Okay, Philip.
Yeah.
Philip.
Philip is correct. It was Philip III specifically. In about 1455, Johannes Gutenberg made the first printings of the work, sometimes known as the 42-line Bible. In which German city was he based?
I think this is...
Nuremberg or something? No.
Is it Antwerp or something? No.
No, that's Belgium.
Oh, this is...
German.
Dossel?
Heidelberg could be.
Heidelberg?
Heidelberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidelberg?
No, it's Mainz. 10 points for this. According to tradition, what was the name of the legendary king of Tyre and brother of Dido?
Darren Scully.
Pericles?
No, you lose 5 points. And brother of Dido, under whose rule she fled and founded Carthage. He shares his name with the sculptor of Greek mythology and, by extension, a play by George Bernard Shaw.
Ronald Holloway Brown.
Pygmalion.
Pygmalion is correct. 3 questions on pioneers of radio astronomy. Born in 1905, which US engineer first linked radio static to emission from astronomical sources? He gives his name to a unit equivalent to 10 to the minus 26 watts per metre squared per hertz.
Gosh.
I'm not thinking of the right people like Penzias and... No.
Yeah, that's the cosmic microwave background, which was 60s, so probably too late. Nothing come to mind. I'll pass.
Okay.
Pass.
It's Karl Jansky. Born in Chicago in 1911, which amateur astronomer constructed one of the first dedicated radio telescopes and produced the first map of the radio sky?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting...
Lemaitre, Hubble, I don't know.
I'll guess, like, Lovell, I think, is...
Oh,
one of
Lovell,
the
yeah,
observatories.
could be.
Lovell?
No, it's Grote Reber. Which British astronomer founded the Jodrell Bank Observatory in Cheshire? In 1987, the site's Mark I telescope was named after him.
Oh, gosh.
87.
I don't know.
This is right on... I might go Lovell just again, because that's in my head.
Okay.
Lovell?
Correct, it was Bernard Lovell. Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see the leitmotif representing a character from a classical work. For 10 points, I want the name of the character it represents.
Darren Radcliffe.
Peter? From
Peter
and the
is
Wolf.
correct. Following on from the leitmotif of Peter, played by the strings in the score for Peter and the Wolf by Prokofiev, 3 more leitmotifs from Peter and the Wolf. 5 points if you can name the character each leitmotif represents. Firstly,
That's the cat. That's the clarinet bit.
Yeah, go.
The cat.
that is the cat played on the clarinet. Secondly, this.
What else is there? There's ducks.
The
grandfather.
Oh, that's...
Or the wolf.
Is it the duck?
I think it's the duck on the oboe.
Probably.
Yeah, that would work with the...
The duck?
It is the duck on the oboe, as you say. And finally,
Could be the wolf.
Sound a bit angry.
Or the grandfather. It could be the grandfather.
Grandfather, I
Okay,
think.
grandfather, yeah.
The grandfather?
the grandfather on the bassoon. Well done. 10 points for this. Who is the author of the early 20th century works Man's Place in the Universe and Is Mars Habitable, both exploring the idea of extraterrestrial life?
Ronald Holloway Abramovich.
Fermi.
No, you lose 5 points.
Darren Radcliffe.
Wallace?
It is Alfred Russel Wallace, yes. Right, these bonuses are on the works of the Chinese installation artist Xu Bing, born 1955. Firstly, a large display of books and scrolls is printed with thousands of individually hand-carved, invented Chinese characters. all of which are quite meaningless. Its title is Book from the what?
Could be like Underworld or something.
Could be.
Imagination. Past.
Past. What
Myth?
would that? Underworld? I don't know. Go with.
I don't know, is there an underworld in Chinese mythology?
I mean, I'm guessing there might be.
Or ancients or something? Or
Do you want to go Underworld? I don't mind,
underworld?
yeah.
Underworld?
No, it's Book from the Sky. Based on a folk tale, what animals grasp for the moon in a suspended sculpture in the National Museum of Asian Art in Washington, D.C.?
I think it's a rabbit.
Is it?
I think it's a rabbit.
Even they're big in Chinese mythology.
Yes.
I'm happy with that.
The rabbit?
No, it's monkeys. In a 2019 installation, a book by a revered author appears coated in a fine cobweb of silk. Its title is Silkworm Book, The Analects of which Chinese philosopher?
That's Confucius.
Yeah.
Confucius?
Confucius?
Confucius is correct. 10 points for you. In Denmark in 1940, the chemist George de Hevesy dissolved the medals of 2 physics Nobel laureates in
Darren
Aqua
Radcliffe.
Regia.
I was going to say Aqua Regia.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Aqua Regia to prevent their seizure by the invading Germans. Name either of the Nobel laureates who had received the medals.
Royal Holloway Harvey.
Planck.
Nope. It was Lau and Franck. Right, 10 points for this. Consider the irrational number known as the golden mean or golden ratio, written to 4 significant figures, reading left to right.
Durham Radcliffe.
1.618.
No, you lose 5 points.
Royal Holloway Abramovich.
1.619.
No, if you'd both waited, you'd have heard me say, reading left to right, if these 4 numbers are taken as a year of the second millennium, which king then ruled both England and Scotland? The answer is James VI and the First. Right, another starter question now. Answer as soon as your name is called. 2 uncharged 100 microfarad capacitors are connected in series to an ideal 6-volt battery. When current flow stops, how many microcoulombs of charge are stored on each capacitor?
Durham Scully.
50.
No, anyone want to buzz from Royal Holloway?
Royal Holloway Abramovich.
80.
No, it's 300. 10 points for this. Being the Latin for a common vegetable, what is the name of the large genus of flowering plants to which the swede, cauliflower...
Durham Radcliffe.
Brassica?
Brassica is correct. You get 3 bonuses on verse novels. Such a poem, we dare aver, has never been written by a woman. These words from a contemporary review refer to which verse novel by Elizabeth Barrett Browning? It concerns a young female poet's struggle for independence.
I don't know her verse novel.
You know any of her
I
stuff?
think it could be like it's like a one name thing, but for like all.
It's Sonnets of the Portuguese, but that's a collection
It's
of
not.
poems, isn't it?
Have we got anything?
Do you want
No,
to say
just-
like Elizabeth? I don't know.
Do we want to go for that?
Sure, yeah.
Sorry.
Elizabeth?
That's Aurora Lee. Which Nobel laureate wrote the 1990 verse novel Omeros? It explores post-colonial St. Lucia through loose and fragmentary reworkings of the Iliad and Odyssey.
Derek Walcott.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Derek Walcott?
Very good. Written entirely in the Onegin stanza created by Pushkin, The Golden Gate was the first novel by which writer born in Kolkata in 1952?
Could it be... Is V.S. Naipaul born in India?
Yeah.
don't
Yes,
know.
it could be that. I'm just
Go
trying to
for
think
that?
if there's any specific poets. but
Nominate you for that.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Nominate Scully?
V.S. Naipaul?
No, it's Vikram Seth. 10 points for this. Which poet wrote the work that ends with these lines? And this is why I sojourn here alone and palely loitering.
Royal Holloway Brown.
John Keats.
John Keats is correct. These bonuses are on magnetic effects, named after the US physicist who discovered it in 1879. What effect causes a voltage across a conductor when a magnetic field is applied at right angles to a flow of current?
Maxwell, is it? Is it Maxwell?
Yeah, it's at the right time for Maxwell.
It might be Maxwell. It's not Faraday, is it?
Oh,
I don't know.
I would go for Faraday actually.
Okay.
Slightly later. Should we just answer Faraday?
Yeah.
Faraday?
No, it's Hall. Causing splitting of atomic energy levels, what is the strong magnetic field version of the Zeeman effect?
Oh, so
It is named after 2 German physicists.
I New Zealand.
Strong magnetic.
I think Stark is one of them. Stark is another type of splitting with the.
Was he German?
I don't know. I don't know.
Zeeman Stark.
No, it's Passionback. Born in 1857, which Irish scientist gives his name to the precession of a magnetic moment about an external magnetic field?
Maxwell. Is Maxwell Irish?
I don't
Scottish
know.
or something. I think he might be.
Should we go for that?
1857.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maxwell.
It's Joseph Larmor. We're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you're going to hear a song from a musical. 10 points if you can give me the name of the musical.
Dara and Margot.
Hairspray.
Hairspray is correct. Well, you just heard You Can't Stop the Beat from Hairspray, a stage musical based on the 1988 film by John Waters, which in turn was made into a film in 2007. For your music bonuses, 3 more musical films with similar backgrounds, from film to stage musical to film. 5 points for each musical you can name. Firstly...
No matter what you do on the stage, keep it light, keep it bright,
Keep
it gay.
This is the producers.
Whether it's murder,
I think it's the producers.
Yeah, because it's Bloom, isn't it?
it's a pain.
The producers?
It is the producers, keep it gay. Secondly...
I love the black and white. I love the play of light. The way continues its image through a
remember what it's from.
I feel my body.
Cabaret of Chicago.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not Chicago.
Hang on, let me just have a think.
Realism. I love the darkness of guys with the skinny
Turned into a film, so it's a film, stage film.
Yeah.
I've heard it, it's really annoying me.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it.
I don't know. Guys and Dolls, 40 seconds.
Not Guys and Dolls.
Oh,
I don't think we're going to
Come on.
Cabaret.
No, that's 9, based on 8.5 by Federico Fellini. And finally...
Tell me this feeling lasts till forever. Tell me the
It's A Little Shop of Horrors.
yeah, that's right. This is John Forrest. Yeah, it is.
Little Shop of Horrors?
Correct. Well done. 10 points for this. Which North Italian city links all of these? The by name of the painter of the Madonna of the Long Neck, Alessandro...
Durham Scully.
Parmigiano.
No, you lose 5 points. Alessandro Farnese, a 16th century regent of the Spanish Netherlands, a novel by Stendhal, and the rugby club Zebra.
Roll Holloway Brown.
Scarlet.
No, the city of Parma is what I was after. 10 points for this. 7 ceremonial counties on the mainland of Great Britain have a coastline on the English Channel. If they're listed in order from east to west, which comes in the middle, bordered by West Sussex and Dorset?
Roll Holloway Harvey.
Hampshire.
Hampshire is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on words that follow Assassin's Creed in the title of installments in the video game franchise. In each case, give the word from the clue. Firstly, a book of the Bible written on the island of Patmos. Its name usually appears in the singular, but takes the plural form in the title of the game.
There's an Assassin's Creed Revelation.
Yes.
Revelations.
Revelation is correct. Secondly, a US-built section of the International Space Station that connects the Russian and American segments. It is one of 3 connecting modules, along with Harmony and Tranquility.
There is an Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
That sounds right.
So,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Odyssey.
No, it's Unity.
Unlucky.
Finally, a mythological location. Its name translates as Carrion Hall or Hall of the Slain.
Oh, it's Valhalla.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah.
Valhalla.
Valhalla is correct. 10 points for this. What comes 5th in the sequence that begins Triton, Titania, Titan, Ganymede, they being the largest moons of their respective planets in order of those planets' decreasing distance from the Sun?
Roll Holloway Harvey.
Phobos.
Phobos is correct. Your bonuses are on historic cities of West Africa. In each case, I need the name of a present-day country. In what present-day country is Ségou on the river Niger? It was a capital of the Bambara kingdom, which flourished in the 17th and 18th centuries.
Niger,
I want to
Chad,
say
Yeah.
Or Senegal?
It goes, yeah, it flows west, so it's Senegal,
Could it be Senegal?
Guinea, Mali, Mauritania.
Yeah.
Did
I
you say
think
on
maybe
the
Mali.
coast? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, should we go Mali then? That's what I've got in my head. So.
Yeah, go.
Mali.
Mali is correct.
Great stuff.
Abomey is in which country? UNESCO states that its royal palaces are the major material testimony to the kingdom of Dahomey, which developed from the mid-17th century.
I swear that was in Nigeria.
Yeah, like Benin, is that area?
Yeah.
In Nigeria.
Nigeria's big.
If we're going, play the
Should we
odds.
just go Nigeria then? Nigeria.
No, it's Benin.
Okay.
Sokoto was the capital of the Fulani Empire in the early 19th century. It lies on a caravan route across the Sahara in the north of which country?
Caravan route across.
Fulani.
Is that Mauritania on the side
That
of it?
won't be on the north, though, would it?
It could be the north.
Yeah,
Or you think of a more southern country?
Because it's a Sahara caravan.
Up to
but
you.
it's still sort of northwest area, I think,
maybe.
Fulani,
Yeah.
because
It could be caravan between Mauritania.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would go Mauritania personally. Mauritania?
No, it's Nigeria. 10 points for this. This starter question refers to a well-known toy or puzzle. 20, or for quarter turns, 26. In the worst-case scenario,
Roll Holloway Harvey.
Rubik's Cube?
Rubik's Cube is correct. Well done. These questions are on plastids, found primarily in leaves and stems. What type of plastid is the primary plant organelle involved in photosynthesis?
Organelle
what does
would
that
be
mean? 'Cause you've got the leaves with the...
chloroplast or what? Is mitochondria?
No, chloroplast is the photosynthetic
Should we go
organelle.
Is it?
Chloroplast.
Correct. In contrast to chloroplasts and chromoplasts, what name from the Greek for white is given to plastids that have no visible pigment? They are primarily used for storage in tissues such as roots and bulbs.
Greek for white.
Yeah.
Blank.
Greek for white. No, that's Latin. I can't remember the Greek for white. So sorry. It's like an alba...
Come on, let's have it.
Alboplasts?
No, it's leucoplast.
leukemia, of course.
And finally, a subtype of leucoplast, amyloplasts, are organelles whose primary function is the synthesis and storage of which carbohydrate polymer?
Amyloid, it's amylose, which is...
Well, I assume it's like starch and
starch,
sugars,
yeah,
because
carbs,
amylase
yeah.
is...
Yeah, starch.
So
yeah.
starch then, I guess. Starch?
Starch is correct. Right, for your picture starter, you're going to see the photographs of two writers. Both of them wrote under the same two initials, plus their respective surnames. Give both the shared initials.
Durham Bennett.
JM.
J.M. is correct. J.M. Barry and Kurt Sear. Right, we follow on from J.M. Barry and J.M. Kurt Sear. With your picture bonuses, 3 pairs of writers with just a middle initial in common. Give the shared initial in each case. Note that all 6 wrote primarily under their first name, surname, and a single middle initial, like Arthur C. Clarke. Firstly,
It's Dorothy L. Sayers, isn't it?
Yeah, so then this is going to be...
I don't know who. R.L. Stein? No, that's not.
That's if you think that's definitely...
Yeah, but they
Dorothy.
said it's under first name,
yeah,
initial,
yeah.
last name.
I don't know.
Do you think it's Dorothy L.
L.
Sayers?
Do you want to go L?
Might as well guess it.
Yeah, go.
L?
no, it's S. That was Pearl S. Bucket and William S. Burroughs. Secondly,
Oh, Ida B. Wells is left-hand side.
Go for that then.
I'm pretty sure that's Ida B. Wells
So
because she was
B.
a journalist, so
Yeah.
B, I think.
Okay. B?
B is correct. That was Ida B. Wells and Alice B. Toklas. And finally,
Oh, gosh. Oh, is it could it be H.G. Wells?
No,
That's
'cause-
first
So it's
name,
G.
middle initial,
Oh, sorry.
last name. I have no idea.
I don't know. He's kind of looking a bit Edwardian-ish.
I don't know.
Do you want to pick
Do
a
you want to
common
just go for a
letter?
common letter?
come on, let's have it.
L.
N.
No, that's K. Jerome K. Jerome and Philip K. Dick. 10 points for this. About the size of Wales, which country adopted the US dollar as its currency in 2001 to replace the colon? In 2021, it became the first country in the world to make Bitcoin legal tender.
Durham Scully.
Venezuela?
No, you lose 5 points. Anyone want to buzz from Royal Holloway?
Roll Holloway Harvey.
El Salvador.
El Salvador is correct. You get 3 bonuses on a costume designer. Who wrote the 1967 fashion guide, How to Dress for Success? She won 8 Oscars for Best Costume Design between 1949 and 1973.
I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea.
So,
Costume
Oscars, film, costume design. I just feel like I don't know any, but it must be,
40s, 50s.
yeah, maybe for like Hitchcock films and stuff. We might
I
have
think
to
we should pass. We should
I think
go
we
through
have to
them.
Pass.
It's Edith Head. Edith Head designed for Tippi Hedren in 2 films by Alfred Hitchcock. One was The Birds in 1963, followed by which film in 1964?
Marnie, I would think.
Pardon?
Marnie.
Marnie.
Yeah.
Marnie?
Marnie is correct. Edith Head's final Oscar was for her work on which 1973 film starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford? It won 7 awards in total, including Best Picture.
Not Butch Cassidy, is it?
Yeah, or The Sting.
I think it's Butch Cassidy. I
73.
think it's 69. It might be The Sting then.
The Sting, I think.
Yeah.
The Sting.
The Sting is correct. Well done. 10 points for this. A primary component of the cytoskeleton. Which protein is the main constituent of microfilaments? Along with myosin, it is the source of...
Roll Holloway Abramovich.
Actin.
Actin is correct. These bonuses are on linguistics. All 3 answers begin with the same 4 letters. In anatomy, what 2-word term denotes the folds of the membrane lining the larynx near the opening of the glottis?
Is it trachea? No, that's...
I don't know. Ciliate. I don't know. Ciliated rugae. I don't know. I don't know linings.
Ciliated rugae.
They're vocal cords. What specific term indicates a syllable, sound, or word without lexical meaning? For example, tra-la-la in the lyrics of a song.
Do you know, music-wise? If it's just something that...
It'd be voca, wouldn't it? Because it's starting with
It starts with voca, and it means, like, just a sort of an utterance, like a vocalization.
Vocalization.
That's a vocable.
Vocable.
In Latin, what is the name of the oblique noun case used when addressing someone?
Vocative.
An example is the word domine.
Vocative.
Vocative is correct. Frieda Wheatley, née von Richthofen, married which writer in 1914? She's sometimes seen as the basis for his fictional character, Ursula Brangwyn.
Roll Holloway Brown.
D.H. Lawrence.
D.H. Lawrence is correct. These are bonuses on culinary sauces, meaning hunter. What name is given to a brown sauce consisting of mushrooms, shallots, and white wine, often served with game?
Hang on. I was
have
going
it, please.
to say cacciatore.
I was thinking Jägermeister, but that's something totally... What were you going to say?
Chasseur.
Chasseur?
Chasseur is correct. And at the gong, Darren have 100, Royal Holloway have 125. You left until the last minute, but you did it in the end. We shall look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Congratulations. Durham, you have to win next time to stay in the competition. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from the University of Durham.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Royal Holloway London.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.